President Trump's association with the American business group endured a noteworthy difficulty on Wednesday as the president was compelled to close down his real business admonitory chambers after corporate pioneers renounced his remarks on the viciousness in Charlottesville this end of the week. Trump reported the disbanding of the two gatherings, the Strategy and Policy Forum and the Manufacturing Council, which facilitated huge numbers of the best corporate pioneers in America, in the midst of a developing commotion by CEOs incensed over Trump's choice to compare the activities of racial oppressors and dissidents in comments he made Tuesday at Trump Tower. Be that as it may, those gatherings had officially chosen to disintegrate alone before in the day, a man comfortable with the procedure said. J.P. Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon, an individual from the Strategy and Policy Forum, told workers in a note on Wednesday that his gathering chose to disband following Trump's news meeting on Tuesday, in which he seemed to indicate sensitivity for a portion of the general population who walked close by the neo-Nazis and racial oppressors in Charlottesville. Helpful financial and administrative approaches are insufficient and won't make any difference in the event that we don't address the divisions in our nation, Dimon composed his representatives. It is a pioneer's part, in business or government, to unite individuals, not destroy them. Prior Wednesday, the CEOs of Campbell Soup and the aggregate 3M surrendered from the assembling board. Prejudice and murder are unequivocally indefensible and are not ethically equal to whatever else that occurred in Charlottesville, Campbell Soup CEO Denise Morrison said. I trust the president ought to have been, and still should be, unambiguous on that point. General Electric Administrator Jeff Immelt, who was likewise on the assembling admonitory gathering, made a comparative contention, saying in an announcement that he had chosen to leave subsequent to discovering Trump's remarks on Tuesday profoundly disturbing. The committee I joined had the aim to cultivate strategies that advance American assembling and development, Immelt said. In any case, given the continuous tone of the talk, I never again feel that this council can achieve these objectives. As the quantity of renunciations swelled, Trump reported on Twitter Wednesday evening that he had closed down the gatherings. As opposed to putting weight on the agents of the Manufacturing Council and Strategy and Policy Forum. I am finishing both, he composed. The disintegration of the chambers was a momentous minute for Trump, who has made his corporate experience and capacity to use America's business potential as one of his central accreditations. It additionally denotes a quick plunge for a president who has then again lauded and assaulted the choices of corporate pioneers, in some cases making unsubstantiated or false claims, and whose approach decisions on issues, for example, migration and environmental change have been condemned as against business. Numerous corporate pioneers have still remained nearby to the White House, with the expectation that having a voice at the table was superior to none by any stretch of the imagination, and with an eye toward winning support as Washington peered toward changes to the expense code and foundation spending that could be worth trillions. In any case, Trump's request that accuse fell for some sides for the viciousness that happened in Charlottesville throughout the end of the week, which incorporated the murdering of a lady by an asserted racial oppressor driving an auto into a horde of dissenters, appeared to push numerous CEOs to re-examine their relationship. Merck CEO Ken Frazier, one of only a handful couple of African Americans spoke to among the business pioneers exhorting Trump, was the first to leave from the assembling chamber. Trump lashed out at the choice, claiming that Merck was boosting drug costs and subsequently an awful corporate performing artist. The choice to disband the gatherings offered the organizations an opportunity to disjoin ties as one and not leave any firm confined by an individual choice. Some seemed willing to endure it on Monday and prior Tuesday as the White House was in cleanup mode. However, his news gathering at Trump Tower on Tuesday evening ended up being the limit. Johnson & Johnson CEO Alex Gorsky, who had beforehand said he would stay on the assembling committee to have a voice at the table, reported Trump's most recent comments were not reasonable. The president's latest proclamations likening the individuals who are inspired by race-based despise with the individuals who face scorn is unsuitable and has changed our choice to take an interest in the White House Manufacturing Advisory Council, Gorsky said.